Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone doing today? Hi, Peyton. Just gonna give it a few seconds. Good morning, GFTV. Good morning, Roxy. Good morning, Brooklyn Star. Okay, so guys, what is going on? I didn't really plan on coming back so soon. Y'all know I kind of like to spread it out, but it's a decent amount of shit going on. And I just wanted to talk about some of it. So, first of all, where is Jay Wilson? Is this nigga playing disappearing acts because he got caught up with the bloop bloop on his phone? Where is the passer? Oh, Jay Wilson. So I was watching this shit live as it happened, right? And the way his neck crooked and creaked twice to the side when that motherfucker went bloop bloop, bitch, he knew he was caught. Oh, he knew he was caught. Jay Wilson. let me let you let me let you in on a little trick, Jay Wilson. If you swipe down from the top of your phone, there's this little button up there. It say "Do not disturb." I use that on my phone when I go live on the from the phone that I go live on. I use it all the time because I don't need this phone that I'm talking to you on beeping and blinking and doing all kind of other shit. Now my other phone, I don't turn that one off. That one's fine. But just please try to exercise the use of your do not disturb button, cause nigga, what the fuck? Ooh, Roxy say he gone with the wind, child. Brooklyn Star say, honey, realizing a lot of people are not knowledgeable in home ownership, child, and people using sex sites like Uber Eats, baby. Good morning, Nap. How are you? Hey, SAPD. Not Uber Eats, Brooklyn Star. Well, as wide as his ass has gotten, they say that he ain't no stranger to the Uber Eats either. I'm just saying. And don't get mad at me, Jay Wilson, because I've already confessed my ass got a little wide from the Uber Eats too, nigga. You ain't alone. Your girl Tracy, her ass got a little wide from the Uber Eats too, Jay Wilson. You not alone. Speaking of Tracy, did y'all see her last night? I told y'all. See, I told y'all. Now I am even more confident in me moving her up to poodle status because that bitch was giving poodle last night. She was nice and primped and fluffed and brushed and clean. Like, I don't know who her owner is, but they took special care to really clean her up yesterday. She looked it good with her little freakum dress on with the titties all out. I said, look at dog. But I told y'all like a year ago, Tracy, I will give it to her. She do got nice titties. She really do. But that's because they are barely touched. If you don't touch something, if you don't mess with something, if you just kind of just leave it be, it tends to stay nice. Kind of like if you leave a Barbie doll in the box, that type of thing. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Nap. I was going to title this Gossip and Ganja, but I figured I'd be running my mouth a little bit too much to be trying to smoke on top of talking. GFTV says she look like a transvestite. I'm not gonna quite give her a tranny status because tranny's titties don't look that good. You gotta give it to her, GFTV. You know them titties was looking good last night. You gotta give it to her. Now y'all know I don't fuck with that bitch, but I'll give little compliments when they're due. You had a little glob of slobber running down your mouth looking at them titties last night. And her being on screen, it's not so hard to just slap a piece of paper up there and block her face out. And y'all know men Men don't have no problem with blocking the bitch face out if her body look halfway decent. So we're not gonna play that game on today. Ooh, Nep say that's water balloon. Nep say trans are pretty. I don't have very much experience with trans women's breasts to compare. The one that I do have the most experience with is Sydney Starr, because I just watched all those episodes of Baddies with Natalie Nunn and them. And Sydney Starr got decent looking titties, but they got like the hair follicles still in them. So when you look at her titties, they got like little black dots that are hair follicles. So that's an issue for me. So that's really the only experience that I have close up and personal, kind of like with a trans woman's breasts. So I can't compare Tracy. He said, all I see is that mugshot and I know it's an illusion. Well, I hate to break it to you. It's 2022. All these bitches out here are giving illusions. All these bitches in 2022 are master magicians, masters at illusions and games. That's what the filters and the makeup is for. So let's get back to Jay Wilson. Where the fuck he done ran off to? And where is Mark? Now, first of all, y'all know, if y'all watch Jay Wilson, y'all done heard Mark, grumbling and rumbling in the background. We haven't really heard his voice real clear, but we've heard evidence of life in the background, aka Mark, in recent weeks. Specifically when he got that dog lyric, And I just want to say, just because he allegedly maybe has the Grindr app doesn't mean that him and Mark are not together. I'm going to say this. It's not probably going to be real politically correct, but it's what the fuck I see. When you have a relationship with two men together, traditional like monogamy and shit is kind of much out of the door. That whole monogamy, you only sleep with me, I only sleep with you shit, that's mostly like a woman thing. And pretty much that's just so we can keep our coochies clean and regular. Because if you out here spreading your dick all across town, you bringing home dirty dick, you're going to make my coochie dirty. So for me, for what I understand, that's one of the main reasons that women demand monogamy from men. Men, they don't really care. They don't really care about dirty or about, all that kind of stuff. So they could still be together and just looking for a third. Or, they could still be together, or they have, whatever little situation they have going on to where when I'm with you, I'm with you. And when I'm not, that type of thing. Y'all do have to remember we are talking about two men here. So all those rules that you think of as a woman are kind of like thrown out of the window. So, I mean, when you look at, we don't have very many examples of gay relationships here on the beefing sector YouTube streets, but the few examples that I do have, monogamy is not surrounded around those relationships. I'm just saying. Hey, Chipper. Like for the gay guys that are in relationships out here in the beef sector, I don't see any of them like that convince me that they're monogamous. I don't think so. They be adding thirds and going to sex parties and, doing all kind of shit that not necessarily a woman and a man, a woman in a relationship with the man would be going for. So, and, I'm going to say this is not politically correct. The way that the bug runs through the gay community, you can tell that they're not really concerned with safety and cleanliness. I'm just going to say that. Okay. So you get mad if you want to. I'm speaking what I see. If you don't like what I'm speaking, change your fucking actions. Don't let me see the shit I'm seeing. So Nep say some of them are just greedy. A lot of them are just greedy, Nep. You're men. You are fucking men. Just because you're gay does not change your brain from being a sex-hungry demon. All of you are sex-hungry demons. And when you put two of y'all together, it's some shit about to go down. I'm just saying. You can get mad if you want to. And I'll change my opinion as long as y'all men stop showing me sex-hungry demon status. Some of us are clean and hidden, sis. Oh, okay. Okay. We're going to get off of that because y'all going to get mad at me. And it's, to me, like I said, it's not even about the gay thing. It's just about the man thing. Like, the older I get, I'm not going to say that I lose respect for men, but it's starting to get that way. Like, you niggas are really something else, really something else. And I'm not a feminist. I would consider myself to be something above a feminist. I do not consider myself to be equal to a man at all. Fuck no. I am above all of you. Like, all women are above all of you. I'm sad, sorry to say it, sad to say it, but it's true. So that whole feminist and we are equal. No, 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 we are not equal. I am above. I expect my door to be opened. Like, I expect my groceries to be carried in. Shit like that. Some of us are monotonous, sis. Yeah. Oh, okay. Monogamous. Okay. Yeah, some of you are monogamous, but just because you're monogamous doesn't mean that you ain't got other shit attached to you, men. Don't get me wrong. I like men. I love men, but whew, this society would be so much easier if we women could seriously put the hammer down and get a control on over you motherfuckers. The way I see society, the way it is today, all the woes and the trials and the tribulations, it's all the fault of men. Look at all these random fucking shootings going on. Who's doing all the shooting? Men. I'm just saying. Who starts all the wars? Men. I'm just saying. I just really wish that women could come together and just get this shit under control, because we have the power. Pussy is the power. Big butt, small waist, and I'm all good. Uh-huh. And that's all you're looking for. And that's why your relationships be fucked up, because you out here searching for a big butt and a small waist. I didn't see you put anything about a brain in that motherfucker, but whatever. We're moving on. What else is going on out here in these streets, y'all? Hold on. Let me grab my little history and see what I've been watching. Oh, Pizarro was live last night. She had a pretty decent live last night. I didn't stay for the whole thing. I was kind of checking in and kind of checking out at spots because I am completely sick and tired of fucking Dory. Completely sick and tired of Dory. Um, so when she gets up there with that stupid shit and she's just talking, just to be talking, just saying words, just to be saying words, I ain't got time for that shit. I leave up out of there. But I was able to return back in time enough to see that D. Ramsey got up on Pizarro's last night, and it was a quick little impromptu, I guess you could say, it wasn't quite an interview. It was, they were just talking, kicking the shit, talking about the thing that's going on with D. Ramsey and her quote unquote downsizing. And Sean Bradley also jumped up there on Pizarro's panel yesterday, so that was real cute to see. Um, as far as D. Ramsey and the downsizing, like, it seems to me that the people who are talking, a lot of them live in apartments. Now, Deanna is the first one that I heard it from, and we all know Deanna don't live in no apartment. Deanna has a house and Deanna has land. So for those reasons, Deanna gets a pass. Deanna can fucking talk. But anybody living in an apartment should probably keep their mouth shut about someone selling their house. Like, you bitches really blow my mind with that type of shit that y'all do. Like, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Well, people in apartments shouldn't speak on houses. I'm just fucking saying. Brooklyn Star, they have no clue about the market. I sold my house up in Massachusetts. What was it? Almost 3 years ago now. Yeah, like 2 years ago. And the market was crazy booming back then. And it's even better now. This place that we're in now, our little beach bungalow, I'm thinking about what we bought it for and what it's worth now is like triple or quadruple the price. But I love it here and I don't want to move. But I want that fucking money, bitch. I was thinking about selling the other day just for that money. Because like I said, the price is worth like triple or quadruple in what we fucking paid for it. We fixed some stuff up, put a little money in it. And now if we wanted to sell, we would get our motherfucking money's worth. Plus, plus, plus. You hear me? But it's like you said, people who don't know anything about mortgages, people who don't know anything about buying houses, out here running their yaps. Like that is just crazy to me. It makes no sense. Chipper say, why is Bull Dagger D explaining you downsize to a ranch and a condo? Chipper. Oh my God. But we don't know what the reason that Dee Ramsey bought her house for in the first place. From what I understand, Deanna says she bought the house about 5 or 6 years ago, which tells me that her kids were already grown when she bought the house. So if your kids are already grown when you buy a big house, you are buying it to build equity and to sell and to pocket that extra money. You're not buying it for your family. Your kids are grown. You're buying it as an investment. Just like Jay Wilson, everybody's always wondered, like, well, why is Jay Wilson in this big house? Why is Jay Wilson in this big house? It's an investment. If Jay Wilson was in an apartment, he would be, all this time that we've known him, what has it been, like 5 years? He would have been wasting 5 years of rent payments that could have been 5 years of mortgage payments, which is his, which when he sells it, he gets a big lump sum check. When you move out of an apartment, you don't get shit. You be holding your breath to get your security deposit back. Why do we have to explain this shit to grown-ups? I don't fucking know. Y'all wasn't raised right. Your mamas didn't explain shit to you in the first place. I guess. I guess. And these people, I don't know. They had to have been raised in apartments and on rent assistance themselves. Because if they knew anything, if their parents owned anything, it would have been passed down by now. They would know about land taxes and mortgage taxes and all that other shit. The white man is always constantly trying to take your land and your property from you. And you got to stay up on it. And the way these niggas talking, if they owned land or property, it would be taken by the white man. Like, that's one little thing that we say in our house. The white man is always on a mission to try to take your shit from you, and you got to stay on all of that government, state, bureaucratic, city hall bullshit if you own anything. Thank me later. Say, I stay on deployment, so my residence in PA is useless. I totally get it. You know what? Thank me later. It does kind of suck. And I would probably suggest to you, since you are military, and I would imagine that wherever you live in PA is close to a military area, I will probably see if you could go to the base. Base housing, they have it to where you can offer up your place for rent for military people. If you post it up in base housing in that area, only military people will see it. So you could do short-term rentals through military. When we moved out of our house in North Carolina, we did that for a little while. We did short-term military rentals because we weren't really confident in renting our house out to outside people, because outside people, they will fuck your shit up. If you rent to military, you're going to get your shit back exactly how you rented it out. Military are awesome. If you're ever going to rent something, try to find somebody military. They are awesome. They have discipline. They follow rules. They don't really shake the table too much. You get your fucking rent money on time. Like, military is awesome to rent to. So I would try to look into that. If you haven't already, thank me later. Brooklyn starts at the fact that people don't realize a lot of older people downsize regardless. Nobody want to be walking upstairs or cleaning a large home when it's two people. Yes. And that's one thing that I was so happy about when we sold our house. It was 18 stairs to get from downstairs to upstairs to my room. And I can't tell you, if I make me a little food and I'm going to go eat it upstairs and I forget a fucking napkin or I forget my fork, that's 18 stairs down and 18 stairs back up. Bitch, I was upset. I was looking svelte, though. Little legs were strong as a motherfucker, though. But, it's just, people, you love a big house until you got to take care of a big house. Let's just say that. Just like with men, you love an expensive bitch till you got to take care of that expensive bitch. Chipper say, Bull Dagger linebacker house was sold in April. It was too brown for me, but two incomes and renting. Well, From what I understand, from what I understand, they probably downsized because I do hear that she's going to start going on the road with her husband. I'm guessing that her husband is a truck driver, and it's easier. You don't want to. I would have a little issue leaving my house for weeks on end being on the road with my husband as opposed to leaving an apartment. You got neighbors real close, they can kind of keep an eye on your shit. A house, you don't really know what's going on. Somebody could be breaking in around the back, your neighbors can't see if you got big bushes, and you come home and your shit's cleaned out. So for that reason, I can understand it. If my husband was a truck driver and I decided that I was going to go on the road with him, I probably wouldn't sell where we are right now because we do have close neighbors, and the neighbors are, we are nice with the neighbors, and they do watch our house when we leave and we watch theirs when they leave. But the house that we were in Massachusetts, it was off the road. The neighbors were not close. Like, it would have been very easy if we were gone for 3 and 4 weeks at a time for somebody to come in through the back and clean us the fuck out without any neighbors seeing anything. So you know what, Chipper? We did not build the home. We bought the home when they were just finishing the building. So I was able to go in and switch one of the laundry room near the kitchen. I was able to switch that into a third bathroom. But uh, adding a lift into the house was the way the house was built. I couldn't really ever find a spot to where the lift would go other than the entrance to the basement, but then they would have had to do another entrance to the basement. So it just wasn't cost effective for me to add a lift into that house. And anyway, I'm fucking able-bodied. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm no Brianna over here. I can actually climb stairs. So it just seemed like a lot of money. What, $40,000 just so I don't have to walk stairs? Like, it's not that serious. So I definitely did think about it, Chipper, but it just wasn't worth it for me. And it didn't make sense because the way the house was built, we lived on a hill. There were stairs coming into the front door, stairs coming into the back door. It was not a house for any handicapped or elderly people to begin with. So it's not like I could have taken the lift and made it, price point worthy if we were selling it to an older couple, because then an older couple would never buy that house. Brooklyn Star said, Chipper, that upkeep for an elevator is, I can imagine, Brooklyn Star. Because I can remember the upkeep for the service elevator where I worked at. Them motherfuckers were out there at least 3 times what? Every 6 months they were out there. Sharona B says, so when you rent, you don't have responsibilities as much as owning. I think once a person gets in their 50s and 60s, they will understand downsizing. Exactly. And if what I'm understanding about D. Ramsey's property, I don't know if you understand what fucking cutting grass in the summer heat of the South is like. I'm from North Carolina. D. Ramsey is from North Carolina. That shit ain't no joke. Even if you have a riding lawnmower with an umbrella on that bitch, you still gonna sweat buckets and damn near die out there just trying to cut the fucking grass. We're not even talking about cutting hedging bushes and fucking weed whacking and shit. I'm just talking about cutting the grass in the summer. So once you hit like 50 or 60, yeah, you're not trying to do that. You're not trying to be power washing your fucking house every year. You're not trying to do none of that. You're tired. You're ready to quietly slip into retirement soon. And for having an apartment like that is a big bonus, a big benefit. That's one thing that I hated about living up north. And I was so jealous of my coworkers who lived in apartments because when it snowed, their apartment complex would plow their fucking driveways and shit, like plow the parking lot. When it snowed and I owned a house, bitch, I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning, crank up the snowblower, put on 7 layers, and get out there for an hour shoveling, pushing, moving fucking snow. Waking my husband up, arguing with him. Get your ass out here and help me, motherfucker. It's cold. Like, that shit takes a toll on you. And can you imagine trying to do it at 60 when you got fucking bunions and rickets and all kind of shit? No, hell no. So I understand. Just the yard maintenance alone, the house maintenance alone. Do you know how much a fucking new roof cost? We just had to put a new roof on our house in North Carolina. Do you know how much that shit cost? Thousands of dollars. We had to put a new air conditioner in. Do you know how much that shit costs? Thousands of dollars. Thousands. Like a fucking trip to Dubai type of shit. I spent my trip to Dubai on my roof of my fucking air conditioner. D. Ramsey doesn't want to do that anymore. She wants to spend her money, her trip to Dubai money on a trip to Dubai. Good morning, View. Brooklyn said, D is an empty nester. That's what happens when you raise kids. These people aren't used to nothing or their parents raising their kids. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Brooklyn Star said, I was almost tempted to rent my home, but the people treating homes is ridiculous. You know what, Brooklyn Star? We had some shitty renters over the years because we've been gone from our house in North Carolina for about 13 or 14 years now. Over the years, we have had some shitty renters, but the ones that we have now, they are good. They pay on time. If something is broken, they don't let it sit there and just be fucked up. They'll call us and let us know so we can get it repaired. Like when our roof started leaking, they called us and let us know immediately so we got it repaired immediately. We got it repaired immediately because if you know anything about a leaky roof, if you let that shit go, it's gonna cause mold. You're gonna have to tear down walls and tear out floors and carpet and shit. And if you got a trifling ass renter and it's not theirs, they don't give a fuck about a leaky roof. They'll stick a bucket up underneath that motherfucker. Especially if they don't have the rent money on time this month. You know, people don't like to call in issues if they not paying their rent on time. But them not calling in issues is making your property just fucking fall into the ground. And I will also say that the rental company that we use is a very good rental company. They go into our property every 6 months and they take pictures of everything to let us know what needs to replace, what's broken, what's what, you know. So I have actually been able to see in the house, see where their furniture is laid out, see what they've done with the rooms, see spots in the carpet, see a fucking cabinet door missing, things like that. So Chipper said, my roof is slate with metal dormers. So yeah, roofs are expensive. Yes, the fuck they are. And that 30-year roof shit is a fucking lie. Roofs last for about, especially in the South, the hot South, with that sun beaming and shit, roofs last for a solid 20 years. We had our roof repaired in 2000. What is new roof put on in 2000? It's only 2022, and we've had to get another roof again. That's a 20-year fucking roof. That is not 30 years make, bitch. So the next roof that I get is going to be a metal roof. The roof on this house that we're in now, it's okay, but it's going to need to be, something's going to need to be done with it soon. You know, we're down here in hurricane territory. So the next roof I get, which will probably have to be on this house, which will probably be in the next 7 years, it's going to be a metal roof. They have a lot of metal roofing companies down here, and they look really nice. They don't rust. You don't have to worry about, what is that shit, tiles and shit flipping up on it. So if you need a new roof, metal roof is the way to go. And they have some really cool, funky colors, too. I'm thinking of a red metal roof. But we're passing all that shit. Brooklyn Star said, I don't know where you live, but when I was getting ready to rent out my home, I contracted HUD, and they check on your house every 6 months. Right now, I'm in Myrtle Beach, Sharona B. I don't know anything about HUD. Housing Urban Development. The HUD, that's like when you live in like black neighborhoods or like lower class neighborhoods, right? Yeah, I don't know nothing about HUD. I'm just saying. Ooh, Brooklyn Star said, Sharona, I am an agent and I'm traumatized on what I have seen. Yeah, I mean, we had one couple of renters in there. They had kids and shit, and they allowed their 3-year-old to stand up in my bedroom walk-in closet and just piss all over the walls and the floor. Like I had to replace carpet in my whole bedroom because they allowed their nasty little snot-nosed bastard 3-year-old to just take his diaper off whenever he wanted to and just piss all over my fucking carpet in my bedroom. So like things like that, like trifling ass, disgusting ass, ghetto ass people. And it's illegal to not rent to people for specific things. So, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Chipper said metal roofs are loud during rain or hailstorms. I'm just saying, I don't mind, Chipper. I like the sound of rain on a metal roof. I like loud, hard, heavy rain, so it wouldn't bother me. People in apartments get their shit stolen and the upkeeps are not to par. Yeah, I understand people in apartments get their shit stolen too, but when I lived in an apartment, I was very friendly with my upstairs neighbor, my downstairs neighbor, and my next door neighbor, just so they would watch my shit. And I was a college girl, I was single, I was living there alone, so I wanted them to know my face and know who I am and kind of feel like a little something for me if they ever had to fucking save me. So for that reason, I was very friendly with my apartment neighbors, but that was fucking 20 years ago. I wanted a metal roof, but my insurance company doesn't cover it. Something happens. Oh, okay. See, that's interesting, Sharona B. I have USAA insurance, and I'm gonna have to look into if they would cover if I got a metal roof and if anything happened to it. I'm sure USAA would, but I still have to check. USAA is pretty good. They're pretty good. But you have to be military government affiliated to get USAA. It's not for you outsiders. Sorry. All right, hold on. I was looking at my phone to see what other gossip and shit we could talk about. Give me a second. Y'all got me thrown off onto this real life grown up speak. We don't do too much of real life grown up stuff over here. Um Oh, my guilty pleasure. Yes, M Tate. One time for that USAA. Woo woo. USAA is the shit. So, my guilty pleasure. Read the Heart of Philadelphia. That crazy bitch has been on a fucking roll lately. And I'm going to give it to. That's a round of applause from crazy bitch, because you've been on a roll, keeping me real entertained over here. I can't tell y'all how much I love it when that bitch be spazzing out so hard that she can't even get her sentence out straight. That bitch will start a sentence and then stop herself and start saying some other shit and then stop herself. When she gets that frazzled, oh my God, I fucking love it. And she has been on a roll. I don't know what the hell GX or ZX said to that bitch that got her panties in a bunch. But between ZX and Shalina, that bitch has been over there spazzing the hell out. And I love every second of it. Now, a lot of times I'm not actually even listening to what she's saying. It's just kind of just like background noise while I'm doing whatever. But these couple of days, I actually listened to the bitch. And I got a couple of giggles and sniggles over there. Yes, the fuck she did read. She read down. And not only that, like, ZX was live and he was cussing Reed out, and Five Babe got up on there, and I think they had like 150 in their chat. Well, Reed was over there pushing 200 strong by herself. And it was constant, like her numbers constantly beat them two out over there on GFTV. So I don't know what was going on with that. I don't know if nobody had shared his video. I know I wasn't over in his live because when I'm doing the whole back and forth thing like that, I like to be able to use a red ball. And if I'm not able to use a red ball, I'm not going. I don't like jumping in the shit halfway and just got to stick with it until it's over and then go back. No, I'm not going. I would suggest ZX, that you stop with that red ball shit, because that stops me from watching a lot of your shit. And I don't go back and I don't watch it on the replay. And when I go in there and I'm trying to back it up and speed it forward to see what was said and I can't, then I'm out. And that's it on that. So I don't know if that was maybe a reason. I don't know how other people feel about that. Like the red ball thing, it kind of works for Shalina. It doesn't work for you, sir. So, I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I don't watch it when that's happening. And I can't go back. Like when you and Reed was going at it, it was definitely a 2-device type of thing. But I have my other phone charged, so I was going back and forth. And yeah, that didn't last very long. So I just sat my ass still over there and read. And I guess that's what a lot of other people did too. So you may want to, I don't know, you may want to explore that red ball thing. Yeah, exactly, View. We don't have time. We don't have fucking time. And we're not going back. Like after the live is over, ain't no. I'm not going back to try to figure that shit out on the replay. No, no, because there's other shit going on once you in. So I'm just saying. Let's see what else did I see out here. I didn't really watch too much of the beef sector yesterday. It wasn't too much going on with the main characters. Oh, I did see that. What's his name? Timothy Blaine was live yesterday talking about Jay Wilson. Now that was a funny live. Tim got up and did a little two-step shuffle dance for us. It was funny. Tim was real funny yesterday. So if y'all hadn't seen that, because I know like people kind of get sick and tired of Tim Blaine going in on Jay Wilson, but this recent one, it was really funny. So if y'all didn't see that, y'all need to go check that shit out. It was hilarious. Um, Hold on, y'all. Okay. View say I will go and watch I Am Sub from Tim. Why you want sub from Tim, View? He don't hot up too many notifications on your phone through a daily. Sharona B said, do y'all think Jay Wilson may be embarrassed by what's going on? Sharona B, in a regular world, I would say yes, he is embarrassed, but we know Jay Wilson, and we know he is no stranger to scandal. So I don't think he is easily embarrassed. If I had to guess where he is, he probably somewhere trying to smooth things over with Mark, bitch. Cause you crazy as hell if you think Mark is not subscribed and Mark don't be over there watching. Okay? He probably somewhere trying to smooth things over with Mark. He probably down to the Coach store buying some wallets and shit. And over to the Swarovski crystal store buying some tiaras and shit. Trying to wrap shit up, smooth things over with Mark if I had to guess where he was. But that's just a little rumor. We just gonna keep that between us. Florida Red is in bed with his date, Brooklyn Star. Oh my God, I hate you. Well, y'all know Jay Wilson got that California King. It's big enough for three bodies in it. I'm just saying. Ooh, Brooklyn Star say, oh, he begging forgiveness from his Roscoe Hottie. So that's what's going on with that. Cause if that was y'all and y'all got caught with the Tinder bling bling or whatever the fuck, and you was in a relationship, you would be somewhere trying to smooth shit over. You probably would be somewhere laid up in the bed with a jaw full of dick right now, trying to smooth shit over. I'm just saying. You got caught and now you got smooth shit over. He probably around there with his apron on, cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, putting it on a tray, serving it up for a nigga. He got some smoothing to do. Maybe, probably, possibly. Who knows, child? Or y'all know he could be on interviews. Since y'all allegedly say that he lost his job, he could be, doing interviews right now. That could be where he at. Roxy said he planning a good lie story to tell. He already planned his lie story, Roxy, on the second live that he deleted. He deleted his first lie story, so I hope he don't come up with a new one like we don't remember the first one. Nigga said that he said something he shouldn't have said and he had to delete the video. No, nigga, you didn't say nothing you shouldn't have said because I watched the whole video and I didn't catch nothing off guard. You didn't say nothing you should have said. Your phone beeped something it shouldn't have beeped. But whatever, I digress. How does he forget to silence the ringer before going live? I want to know why the ringer wasn't already silenced. If Boo Bay Mark is around, and how because that's why I'm saying maybe It's not cheating. Maybe they looking for a third. Because you just got that ringer all out willy-nilly with Mark right in the next room. You think he don't know what the bloop bloop sound like? You think he don't know what the bloop bloop mean? The bloop bloop mean it's about to be a good night for both of them. So it's a bunch of different theories and hypotheses around here that we could spin, we could look at, we could talk about, we could go over. But Jay Wilson gonna have to tell us something different, and it was the email notification. No, no, the fuck it wasn't, nigga. Email don't sound like that. Email don't sound like Grinder. And of all the apps, Grinder, like I don't know anything about these gay dating apps, just what we hear and the names of them, but just the name of that one just sounds like salacious, and it just gives me a nasty fucking taste in my mouth when I think about it. Grinder. I guess Jay Wilson, as much as he talk about hunching, it do make sense that he will be on a grinder, because grinding and hunching is synonymous, right? It's like the same thing. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, child. It be the names of some of these apps. Oh, and I was, after I heard this story, what was it, last night? Yeah, last night I did a little Google research for myself. And I'm like, because, we went on this spill earlier about how I feel about men, how I feel like they're all disgusting, whatever. Men are going to be men. They all think with their dicks. You put two of them together and you got like a super thinking dick or whatever. So I'm thinking like, okay, so men have all these apps. These gay men have all these apps to hook up and have anonymous sex. Let me see if the women are doing the same thing. So I went to Miss Google. I asked Miss Google. I was like, hey, bitch, is there any apps or any websites for anonymous lesbian sex? And you know what Miss Google told me? Miss Google told me, bitch, no. Because we don't do all that. Which furthered my thinking into men. So, I mean, if y'all don't believe me, y'all can go ask Miss Google. It ain't none out there. Lesbians are not hooking up for anonymous sex. Anonymous, no-name sex. Because that's not what women do. Now, I know there are women who do that shit out there with men. Like y'all do know the Tinder, and y'all hook up with a man for anonymous whatever sex, but that's generally not for the woman. It's because of the man. I fully believe that the weasel was down there to the church messing around with the first lady husband. Sure. Mm. But and then during his second live, he was saying some weird shit like, I may be single, I may be with somebody, me and Mark may have broke up, we may not have broke up. Like just spitting fucking webs. But it's good for the sector though, because it gives us the opportunity to come out here and talk about it and to speculate about it and to make a little watch time hours off of him and Mark's back. So, Oh, you say he definitely had all the deacons, Roxy? What fucking church is this where all the deacons is tooting it and booting it with the pastor? What fucking church is this? you know, in my experience, y'all know I was raised in the church. In my experience, the most normal, scandal-free, relaxed style type of church you can go to is a church on the military base with the chaplains. Like you can show up in a collar shirt and some jeans. People aren't very judgy out there in those churches. It is really just about fellowship and praising God. There ain't no church hierarchy. Ain't nobody sleeping with the deacon except for his wife. Like, I don't know what the fuck churches you niggas go to where all this shit goes down. But whew, I don't know. Maybe I'm just lucky because the church that I am a member of in North Carolina, that my family church. Like I've told y'all before, we didn't have any big scandals in that church while I was there. Now I haven't been there in like 13 years, so I don't know what didn't happen in this past 13 years. But thank goodness that I wasn't privy to any church scandals, because that really would have just broken my spirit as far as praising God in Christ. Like as a young person and you are witness to some shit like that, it'll make you think twice about everything as far as religion and as far as the leaders and as far as, them being morally right. It will make you question everything if you are a member of a church that is caught up in a scandal and you are an adolescent still asking the questions and not really getting any good answers. Sharona said, if you listen to Jay Wilson real good, he is an unhappy man just pretending online. What makes you think that, Sharona B? I don't know. I get a lot of laughs over there. I find a lot of glee and joy over there. So I don't really see him as an unhappy man. If I had to choose who portrays an unhappy man online persona, I would pick somebody like a fucking Chopper. Like, that bitch just seems terribly unhappy. But Jay Wilson, he laughs. Jay Wilson be over there cracking himself the fuck up. He, I don't know. I never picked him as an unhappy person. What will make you think that, Sharona B? Ooh, Brooklyn Star said, don't nobody care about Patchy Mark. Is Mark patchy? I thought Jay Wilson was the one with the patchy scalp. When did Mark get a patchy scalp, child? Because Mark was going to get haircuts and stuff. I don't know. Does Jay Wilson go get haircuts? If he do, he don't never talk about it. And he seemed like the type who would cut his own head. Didn't Heidi Fly say he had some of them keloid pus bumps around the back of his head? And he said it wasn't no keloid pus bumps. He said he had missed a patch of hair back there, which tells me that he cut his own hair. Oh, Mark got a patchy face towel. I remember slightly what Mark looked like. Mark looked like he could have been birthed from the canal of lovely love. He got one of them round soccer ball faces. And I remember his face being real kind of like shiny and greasy. I don't remember patches and splotches though. I'm going to have to go back and revisit. Yes, Heidi sure did say that. And he came back and he said it wasn't no pus bumps and no keloids. He had missed a patch of hair in the back of his head, which means that he cut his own fucking hair. Oh, it was red blotches, Brooklyn Star? Ooh, I don't know. Well, was it on that picture that I seen recently somebody was showing pictures of Jay Wilson and Mark when they was like out at Six Flags or something. If it was one of them pictures, I'm gonna give him a pass, because when you get on them rides and stuff, especially if you kind of like a red bone, when you go on them rides and stuff, yeah, you will get a little splotchy and a little patchy, all that blood rushing to your head and all that screaming and shit. So if it was one of them pictures, I'm gonna give Mark a little pass. But I remember when Jay Wilson first brought him on camera and was like interviewing him or whatever, I don't remember any splotchy. I just remember his face was kind of greasy. Oh, Brooklyn Stars, they look like psoriasis. You bitches ain't shit. I be trying to give niggas the benefit of the doubt. Y'all see, I be over here trying hard. But y'all just won't let me go. See, Chipper saying he's extremely unhappy. What are y'all niggas seeing that I'm not seeing? I don't know. Maybe I just don't look too deeply into things, because I am really, really a surface level bitch. I am really just over there looking for a roast and a gag and a laugh. Like, if y'all niggas hadn't started talking about the spider roach on the wall, I wouldn't even known about the spider roach on the wall, because most of the time I'm not looking, unless I'm typing in the chat, I'm not looking at the screen. The phone is down somewhere and I'm doing other things. So I don't know. Maybe y'all are seeing some facial expressions or something that makes it seem like he's unhappy. I don't know. But I tell you what, we ain't never seen Jay Wilson on here crying or looking sad and sullen about anything, really. I mean, he tries, but it's an act. Like if somebody dies, he'll come on here and give us like a little sad and sullen looking, but we know it's an act. Brooklyn Star says since the spider past of life has been on a spiral. It's all you bitches' fault. I blame all of y'all. All this stuff that's happening to him is not from his own doing. It's y'all fucking with him. Roxy said he's an Aries like me. No one in my life can tell you they seen me crying or sad. We don't show that. I know it, Roxy. I know it. I know you Aries. If Pastor come on here ding a tune because of that grinder, take me to the king. Y'all, that page unlocked. I think it used to be called Beef Sector Unlocked, but now it's just unlocked. They put together a little collage. I shared it on my community tab. They put together like a little dancing collage of Jay Wilson. Bitch, that shit had me hollering this morning. It's on my community tab. If y'all have not seen it, go see that shit. It is hilarious. But with all this shit being said, y'all have to give it to Jay Wilson. He is a good sport. Like he is a good sport. And it is kind of true. Ever since Spidergate, the shit has been a little a little rocky over there down the Cibolo. But he is a good fucking sport about all of it. He really is. Because y'all know if it was some of these other people on here, they would have been coming out cussing and spazzing and like y'all know, like QB, I love QB, but y'all know QB is good for a spaz cuss out session in that car, bitch. We've never got nothing like that from Jay Wilson. I'm just saying. He's a good sport. Although I believe if y'all keep fucking with this man, eventually we gonna get one of them spazzing out lives from Jay Wilson if y'all keep fucking with him. And hopefully, whenever it happens, I will be there front row of my ankles crossed because I know him. He probably gonna delete the shit. But if y'all keep fucking with him, he gonna be on here spazzing like Reed real soon. Oh, y'all just don't know how much I love it when niggas get on here and spaz. Like when your voice octave goes up about 3 levels, bitch, that's my time to shine. I love it when y'all get these niggas voice octaves above like 3 levels and they be spazzing, like screaming at the phone. I love that shit. It just tickles me on the inside. I don't know why. Brooklyn Star, I do too. I love when QB be spazzing. That shit be so funny. And he be dragging you bitches in the midst of it. I fucking love it. But y'all know my favorite is my guilty pleasure, Reed. When that bitch gets spastastic, oh my God. Oh my God. I'll be over here laughing so hard I can't even breathe, bitch. Sharona B say he do it for the coins. Well, if coins keep him here, maybe y'all should cash app the nigga $1 or 2 and tell him to come live. Chipper say swine. Jay Wilson gives me Norman Bates from the movie Psycho. The eyes tell it all. Damn you, Chipper. Damn you, Chipper. Chipper talk about the eyes tell it all. Oh, Chipper, why did you say that? Because about 3 weeks ago, me and my bitches was chatting in the background, and I was like, you see, sometimes when Jay Wilson, he just be sitting there, and he'll go in, like if he's listening to somebody in his ear, like y'all know when he's listening to something because he's not really paying attention, and he'll get like this dead eye stare. And I was telling my bitch, I was like, you see when Jay Wilson get that dead eye stare, bitch, don't you look like a whole killer? And here you go, Chopper. Not Chopper. I'm sorry, Chipper. Here you go, Chipper. Talking about them damn eyes tell it all. When things like that happen, when I notice something or one of my bitches notice something and somebody else notices the totally same thing, I know that we're on the right page. I know we're on the right track. Is Key in here? Hey, Key. I don't see you, girl. Oh, there you go. Hey, Key. Reed speech impediment kills it for me, but it's funny sometimes too. That shit is funny to me. I like her little squeaky voice. I've always liked her little squeaky voice. I like people who sound different. Like, I love Shelly's voice. I don't know what the fuck y'all be dragging Shelly for her voice for. I love it. It's so much like depth and character in her voice. I love people with different type of voices, voices that are not what you would call normal. Shelly is another one. When y'all get that bitch on 10 and she gets to spazzing and her octave goes up a few levels, oh my god, I fucking love a spastastic Shelly. And I know it's not good for her mental health to get to that level, but for my entertainment, oh bitch, that's A1. Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. But Shelly has been doing real good lately with like not really spazzing out on you bitches. She's been doing really good. And I'll give it to her because this whole thing with Tracy and that bail money and shit, like, y'all was really fucking with her. And all she was trying to do was something nice for the girl. But I've said it before. Every time Shelly tries to do something nice for y'all, it just jumps up and it bites her in her ass. And I'm not gonna say I wish she would stop trying to help niggas out because that's who she is. She's a helpful person. I just wish she would have a little bit more discernment on who she decides to help out. Because everybody doesn't deserve the benefits of your help, if that makes sense. Key. Key says, Thotty, now this love for Psycho Shelly has to end on today. No, Key. I like Shelly. I like everything about Shelly. If I had a chance to meet her and go to lunch with her, I definitely fucking would. The bitch is crazy, but in like a good kind of way. Like for the longest, I didn't even think Shelly had bipolar. I'm like, no, she doesn't. That bitch is normal. But then I saw a few things and I was like, oh, okay. Maybe she does. But like for the longest, I didn't think the bitch was bipolar. Excuse me, guys. Smoking this blunt. Good morning, Mixology. Mixology says, very true. Learn the hard way. You are who you are, but everyone don't deserve you. Exactly, Mixology. Exactly. And that's how I feel with Shelly and helping people. She is a helpful person. She is who she is. But everybody is not deserving of her help. Like some of these niggas, it's just best to sit back and pop your popcorn and just watch the shit show go down. uh Ooh, Brooklyn Star say no. When it's ever money raising is a concern, here she comes, child. Look, okay. Look, all right. I'm not saying that I believe that everything is on the up and up with the money raising. I'm just saying I like Shelly, okay? And I listen, if people trust her enough to send her $5 to then for her to send it to the dog, who are me to judge, child? Who are me to judge? If people trust her enough to send her $20 so she could go buy pizza and wings for somebody's child, who are me to judge? Who are me to judge, child? She did more than I ever would have, which is get involved in the first place and try to help somebody. I ain't doing none of that shit. I'ma sit here with my wine and my popcorn and watch you bitches crumble. Just the fuck I am. I ain't helping shit. I ain't donating shit. So, for those reasons, I do commend her. Because she doing more than I ever would. Femme Noir say Shelly gonna get her cut, period. And you know what, Femme Noir? That makes sense. Because if she out here doing all this work on behalf of you, she deserves a fucking cut. Shelly never said she was no non-profit organization. So she deserves her fucking cut. If you bitches can't get out here and organize your own fundraisers, you need an outside organizer. Of course the outside organizer is going to get a cut. The fuck? The fuck? So it just goes to show whenever people get into these situations to where they need outside help, you better make sure you designate your own outside help. Because the fundraiser going to take her cut. And I ain't mad at it. That's what you bitches get. And, I'm not going to sit over here and disparage Shelly for helping out Lala. Not at all. When Lala's fucking mama was sitting there not doing shit, how dare I look down on my nose at Shelly? Like, no. Thank you for even trying to help. And for giving us content. Whenever she says she's not going to hold you, you about to be in a chokehold. And another thing, like people out here stay getting mad at Shelly when Shelly come out here and expose these bitches with the phone calls. Why? Why are y'all getting mad at this girl for exposing bitches? It's par for the course. We know Shelly has the app on her phone that records everything automatically. Who the fuck don't know that? And if anybody's talking to her on the phone and they act like they don't know that, they deserve to be exposed. You're fucking stupid. You shouldn't be over here milling and meddling and shit you have no idea about. And you deserve to be exposed, dummy. So, I mean, we've been in this sector. Those of us who have been, everybody on my page, everybody, all 85 of y'all in this motherfucker have been over here long enough to know who's who, the rules of engagement, what to do, what not to do, who to talk to in the background, who not to talk to in the background. And if you stupid bitches keep making the same mistakes, who are me to judge, child? Go make your fucking mistake, and we gonna sit over here and make the content off of your mistake. Key. You gonna leave my friend alone, Key. She's not my friend, y'all. I just like her. We don't have no type of dealings with each other at all. Like I said, I like her content. I like when she be dragging bitches. I like her voice. All right, y'all. It's been an hour and 3 minutes, and I really ain't got shit else to talk about. Like I said, it really wasn't too much going on yesterday. I just didn't want to come live and be like, where the fuck is Jay Wilson? What is going on? And I also wanted to tell y'all that I thought that dog looked really cute last night, dressed up in all her poodly goodness. And I just wanted to let y'all know also that I was right by labeling her a poodle. She's no longer a mutt. She's now a poodle. She's not a show poodle. She's one of them old mangy ones, but a poodle nonetheless. We've upgraded over here. So that's all I really wanted to say. Key say, I love that you like her. It's hilarious. Well, you know what, Key? Y'all be over there on them fucking Zooms and shit, and y'all know things that I don't know. So maybe if I knew what you knew, I would be thinking a little different. But for me, I'm just an outside person. I'm on the outside. I ain't in no Zooms and nothing. I just see what I see out here on the streets. I don't have any background information. I don't know any secret tea. So my opinion is, of course, different than y'all's opinion because y'all know some shit I don't know. Y'all know some shit I don't know, obviously. Mixology with that grinding. Grinding over there on Grinder. Yeah, you know, Key. So I'm working with limited information, and the limited information that I have, it is acceptable to me. Pastor sharing his hot girl summer. Child. Speaking of hot girl summer, did y'all see JT and her little wardrobe slip? So it was like a week and a half ago. Miami and JC were on stage and they were giving out some award. I don't even know what show it was. Could have been MTV something. I don't know. But they had some real short skirts on, and JT was up there, and girl, her skirt was so short you could see her panties underneath, and that pussy was hanging out on the side. I'm talking like a lip, and a little bit of the roast beef was hanging out on the side, fully exposed on stage. I'm like, oh my God, why did it have to be my bitch? Why? She's not even a stripper. I mean, it would have been one thing for Cardi to be up on stage and half of her tootie cat hanging out. That's not a big deal. Cardi was a stripper. But JT, not my boo. Yes, mixology. Half that Tootsie Cat was hanging out on the stage. I said, oh, oh, poor thing. But she took it like a champ. She took it like a champ. And it wasn't no crazy looking shit. I mean, it was just half a Tootsie Cat. Everything looked to be in order. Everything looked nice and, taken care of. Oh, you said her bed bug bites was showing Chipper. I'm gonna have to go back and look because I only really just kind of glanced. I'm low key intrigued by Diddy and Young Miami. Not his type at all by her speaking skills alone, but I like it. Um, Technically, they've been dating for a year. I I am not going to look down my nose at Diddy in Miami because I did not care for that baby daddy of hers at all. That 808 Mafia boss, that motherfucker was a cokehead and a pill popper, and he just looks like he had dead dick syndrome. Like these cute niggas that be popping pills and drinking lean and shit, yeah, that's all good. That's all good. But that shit be killing they dicks, like for real. So 808 Mafia boss, he was cute and everything, but he was just so fucking he was just so, I don't want to say ignorant. He was so low class that I like this upgrade for Miami. And as far as Diddy, he doesn't seem like the type to want to sit down and have deep conversations with a bitch anyway. He just want to get deep up in them pretty ass guts. So, match made in heaven. Hopefully, Miami can secure the bag. And I ain't talking about no fucking baby. I would like to see Miami and Diddy have this big, huge blowout fucking wedding. I need BET, MTV, and VH1 to be covering the shit live, and ETV all at the same time like it's a fucking royal wedding. That's what I would like to happen. I need Miami to secure the ultimate bag, bitch. When her baby daddy said it wasn't him when she got sent 100K at Bergdorf, I'm like, we know. Brooklyn Star. Hey, Mimi Jenkins. Happy Friday to you. I never liked P. Diddy. He is so fake. I like P. Diddy more than I like 808 Mafia Boss. And I mean, when you really think about it, who on this earth could really match with Miami? Like, that bitch is fine as hell. She real spicy with the mouth. You're going to have to take care of her, even though she could take care of herself. Like, I mean, I guess it's a couple of baseball players out there who could fit the bill. Football, I don't know. Baseball players make more than football players. I don't know if y'all noticed or if y'all know, But I've been waiting on my hoes out there to really amp up their game and to leave these little nasty basketball and football players to fuck alone. Because baseball is where it's at, bitch. Baseball is where it's at, bitch. But whatever. So, maybe one of them little baseball players could really do it for Miami, but I don't know. She needs an entertainer because she's an entertainer. She's a spicy little thing. As far as JT, I heard that her and that ugly little fucking roach, what's his name? Not Kodak Black. What's the other little fucking roach? Uzi Vert. I heard they broke up. But I don't know. They broke up over a stupid reason because it was some old tweet or some shit. She found an old tweet of him liking some shit back before they were together and got mad and broke up with him, which is a stupid reason. So I don't even know if they're together still. But hopefully JT can find her somebody that's like more to her status, because Uzi Vert was not it, not at all. And he real flouncy with that wrist, if you understand what I mean. Like there's some things there. There's some there. Okay. There's some things there that are a little questionable to me. But if she like it, I love it. But I haven't seen them together in a while, so I guess they are really broken up. And I hope she can find somebody like that is really for her and who's actually palatable and cute. Because that little roach man she was with, that was not it, girl. That was not it. And his ass was all of 110 pounds. Bitch, he can't pick you up. He can't flip you. He can't rub you down. Oh, no. Oh, you getting a fitting chipper? Well, good luck with that. Where are you getting fitted for? Where you off to? I know you be on your excursions, Chipper. The real money is in baseball. That's why Evelyn's raggedy ass had that baby. Yup. I don't know why these bitches didn't take the motherfucking page from Evelyn. Carl Crawford had got signed up there to Boston when she pulled that shit. As soon as Boston signed him for like that $100 million, here come Evelyn popping her pussy all over a rich nigga. So I was up there. Like, we used to go to the games and shit. I seen Carl Crawford a couple of times up there. So I was up there when the shit was popping off. So I'm very familiar with what Miss Evelyn was doing. So, but I've said it for years. Baseball is the fucking money. And for you mothers out there, stop putting your kid in football. Put a baseball bat in his hand. You won't have to worry about too many life-threatening injuries. You won't have to really worry about your baby having a heart attack on the field. And it's 3 times the money. 3 times the money. And not only that, your quality of life is better in baseball. When you look at a football player out and about, like, say if you just see a random linebacker in fucking Target, you can see that motherfucker a mile away. You can spot him coming, White people feel danger around his big ass. And look at a baseball player, just the way they carry themselves in public, the way they dress in public, the cars they drive in public. It's like an upper echelon of sports. So mothers out there, fuck them football pads, get the little nigga a T-ball bat. I'm just saying. It's the upper echelon of sports. Also, hockey is big money. Hockey is huge money. Fuck that shit. Step into that position of hockey. Tennis, huge money. I watch tennis all the time, and I'm starting to see a lot of little chocolate drops out there on the field, and I fucking love it. And we be out there dominating. So, as you parents out there, just, widen your horizons as far as putting your kids in sports. Now, I know they may not want to play hockey. We don't give a fuck. Since when the fuck do kids get to decide what they do? Put them in it, make them do it. They'll be happy about it in the next 20 years. Trust me. And with that being said, guys, we are out of here for real this time. Chipper said, I'm in London. I leave for Paris tonight. Okay, well, have a safe trip, Chipper. You be careful on them fucking international flights now. You know how them shits be a little iffy sometimes with them coughing ass foreigners. And do they still have to wear masks on international flights? I know America, you ain't got to. So just be careful out there. Hey, UNC girl, we about to get out of here. You're going to have to red ball it back. Yes, soccer also, Femme Noir. Soccer also. All right, y'all, I got to go. I'm about to make me some brunch. Have a great day, everybody. And thank you so, so much for stopping in. What happened with Jay Wilson? I missed it. What did the notification say? What happened with Jay Wilson was he was on live and his phone went off and it was a notification from Grinder. If you don't know what Grinder is a dating, well, is it a dating app or is it a sex app? Because dating is one thing and fucking is something else. So Grinder is a sex app. And Jay Wilson's phone went off with a notification from Grinder. So that's what happened. And then he came back. He deleted that video. He came back and made another video and said it was not the Grinder notification. It was an email notification. But then he deleted that video. So that's it and that's all, y'all. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.